What's up, you guys? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in Super Cool Nerd Nation for another hour of news, nerdetry, comedy, pretty much all kinds of dumb things we do on YouTube because they let us. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. I'm Jason X. I don't do this by myself, though. Over there, that's Ricardo.
What's up, guys? I have the quenchiest cocktail from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Boy, that's a lot of work to drink alcohol. Anyway, down there, that's Cora.
Nyan.
And over yonder, and over there, I pointed to the wrong area. There's Bryce.
Hey guys, I didn't mix a drink.
Bryce, we're cutting off like the top of your head, buddy. Just like
Oh,
it's like
is it
eyes. Like
You're just too tall.
you need to
Is it
raise your
better?
camera up or something. It was just like here was eyes.
Wait,
You look like a reverse Wilson from that Tool Man show, whatever.
Home Improvement.
Yeah, the one where the yeah.
wait a minute. I was hitting my mark. The director set the mark. I thought I hit my mark.
Sadly, I think they should have panned up a little bit. Just saying, it was like we barely were seeing eyebrows. It was just like eyes. Just
Can you see me now?
we got you now. We got you now.
You know why you can see me now? Because I've got my legs spread apart by about that much.
Why? How did this? Maybe this was my fault, but
think it
probably
was.
not.
I'm blaming you.
Why blame me? I got things to do. Y'all just gotta show up. I gotta like mix stuff and do all that stuff that I took Cora for granted doing.
Hey, I mixed stuff.
When Cora would be like, I hate everybody. I wish they would shut up so I could put this show together. Now it's like,
Y'all
that was a
Y'all
pain.
wondered why I was so crabby 5 minutes before show.
Yeah, that job's a pain in the ass. Come back and do it, so I don't have to. But anyway,
When COVID is
Fine.
over,
Yes.
I will consider it.
give me my shot, and hopefully they're making it out. They did. What was it? The Texas Motor Speedway is now like a vaccination center, and they did almost like
Yeah.
10,000 shots in one day.
That's
So-
that's what they're trying to do.
Kudos to the healthcare workers out there, trying to get people, shots in the arm.
So new shots and bots challenge.
Shots. Oh God.
I'll do it,
I
Jason.
hate when people approach me about that. Oh, I saw you do this dumb video. Thank
You
you.
know- You know what, Jason? You only have yourself to blame on that one.
Oh man, I don't even want to talk about the after effects of that damn video. I don't think I didn't
How
wake
long
up
were you
until
passed out
noon.
for?
Huh?
How long were you passed out for afterwards?
I think I went to bed it was 11 p.m. and I'm like, I'm going to bed at a reasonable hour, completely freaking sloshed, and waking up at 12 p.m. the next day. Reeking of alcohol. Anyway, that's enough.
And probably with a bad hangover,
That's
I
enough
would assume.
Oh man, like I don't get hangovers, but yeah, that day I did. Anyway, enough of Jason's poor decisions that he's made over, his long life. How's everybody doing this week? Anything we're excited for this week?
Yes.
Cora, go first.
We're going to be getting Final Fantasy 14 news tomorrow. They're going to be announcing some information, for 6.0. And if you all want to catch that info and talk about it, Erisia Photography will be streaming on Twitch. So join us.
And in case you don't know what Final Fantasy 14 is to Cora, let me explain it. Crap.
Final Fantasy 14 to me is what toys are to Jason.
That's life.
Oh, okay.
That is life. I live, but I don't live without. Anyway, Bryce, any excitement you're excited for this week?
I'm excited for a return to Westview on my television. I need more WandaVision.
Oh man,
Oh, yes.
that last episode. Oh man,
I forgot how much I miss Darcy.
the train has officially gone south on this show now, and I'm terrified. I think I might be loud tonight. Let me turn my.
When Wanda stares at you and says, "You are not my friend," she's a scary person.
Hello,
Yeah.
Alice.
Little bit.
Welcome to the chat, by the way. Hi. Rick, anything you're excited for this week?
The Super Bowl is on Sunday. Oh, so is the Puppy Bowl.
Wait, is that this Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday is the Super Bowl and the Puppy Bowl. And I'll probably be making more cocktails like this one.
Who are you rooting for? I'm rooting for local sports team. There.
Wait, are the Falcons playing?
No, the Falcons were shit this year.
Okay, then I don't care.
Okay, yeah, it's just like the Cowboys. They were also shit this year, so.
Oh, I don't care. I wouldn't care even if they were in it.
I'll be probably watching Earwig and the Witch during that time.
You're above me, right?
What am I doing this weekend? I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. Oh, I might go frisbee golfing.
Well, it's outside. There you go.
It's outside.
And I'll be trying to look for toys. That's, my usual thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep this show rolling. Y'all know how we do it.
Oh, wait. We didn't hear what Bryce was doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bryce.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah. Inquire about my plans, please.
Well, what are your plans in life, sir? I'm so sorry.
Yes. For Sunday, during the Stupor Bowl, I'll be rooting for Star Trek.
There you go. It's like, let's face it, I'll probably be playing video games. I mean, there won't be any big... I mean, are there the commercials? But we can watch those on YouTube. So, we're out. Deuces, we out.
But the Weeknd's going to be playing on the halftime show.
Oh, hold on, let me see. Wait. No, I don't care.
I'll catch it later.
I didn't know about that.
I mean, I can watch that later, too, without having to watch the game. No offense to anybody out there, but I'm a nerd. So, there you go. I played football. I don't care. But anyway, let's kick this thing off. Some super cool nerd news. So we learned a while ago that James Gunn was going to be bringing one of the characters going to be featured in the new The Suicide Squad movie, and that is John Cena as Peacemaker. But they have announced that other characters will be appearing alongside Peacemaker, and one of those is, I need to find this dumb picture, Judo Master. Look at this, look at that costume. Oh my God. I remember when we ripped on the dude that was the orange juice man. This is worse. Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
Captain Citrus.
Also, I'd like to point out that is a very Caucasian man with the rising sun Japan flag motif on his body. So I could go on and on about making fun of the freaking Judo Master, but I won't. Because they have cast actor New Lee. Wait a minute, I've messed up my pictures here. There we go. Who will be playing Judo Master? Look at that. They've cast an Asian to play the Judo Master. And I couldn't be freaking happier. I honestly have no complaining to do. Yes, everyone's like, oh, well, don't they? No, shut up before you even go down that road. So anyway.
I'm disappointed. I thought they would have casted you.
No, they never cast. No one's going to ever cast me for anything. Okay. Of course, this story will follow Rip Jagger. That's John Cena's character's name. That is Rip Jagger. My God. Anyway, he will have a recurring role as Judo Master from DC's comic universe. Also he was on Kroll's show on Comedy Central, if you saw that. And he's also going to be doing his own stunts because he actually is a very talented martial artist alongside his acting skills. So no premiere date for Peacemaker, but I gotta admit this is a good move. He's a pretty good actor. I've seen him in a couple things, and he can. It won't be a Danny Cage Danny Rand and Iron Fist thing where that actor couldn't do any martial arts whatsoever. It's kind of like with Shang-Chi. They cast an Asian to play him and someone that can actually do martial arts. They don't have to do all their stunts. I'm not asking them to jump across from a building. That's just stupid. If I'm a big star, I ain't doing that either. Find me a stuntman. Find somebody that looks like this and they can jump across the building.
I mean, if Tom Cruise is doing it in his 50s, I think anyone can do it.
First off,
he busted up his ankle But he did do his own stunt on jumping across the building.
Yeah, but when you think the space god Xenu is protecting you from all damage, you'll do stupid things like that. Whereas my insurance would not cover me jumping from building to building. Yes, hello, insurance
Yeah,
would be
no
like
business.
$50,000 a year. Never mind. Let's find somebody else to do it. It's not going to happen. So there you go. An actual, yeah, I had to rip on Tom Cruise this episode. Sure, why not? So
No
good
business
move.
doing that stunt at his age.
I'm still trying to let's think about this. John Cena is a good actor. Okay, let's give him some credit. From this brief appearance, not brief appearance. He's going to be featured a lot in the movie. They greenlit him an HBO series before the movie even came out. How good was he in the Suicide Squad?
I have something to say.
Cora. Oh God.
Does that mean he has the moves like Jagger?
I'm leaving. Bye.
I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering how good was he as Peacemaker that HBO was like, yeah, let's go ahead and pony up the money for a series. Or was it already in the works? I like John Cena. I like his acting, so good for him.
I mean, he had to be. He had to be good enough for where we can finally see him. So. Womp womp.
I was gonna have Ricardo go next, but no, I'm gonna have Bryce. Bryce, what's your story for this week?
I'm just so glad that they gave Judo Master to the actor that they did instead of to John Krasinski or Tom Cruise.
Yeah, we need John Krasinski to play Reed Richards. So
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
he's Reed Richards to me. But
Yeah,
anyway,
he can do
what have you got for the news this week, bro?
All right. Well, let's go with the autobiography of one of your favorite captains, Katherine Janeway. The book was released about 3 months ago, and it's called The Autobiography of Katherine Janeway, the history of the captain who went further than any had before. And there is an audio book now available that's just been released last week, and Kate Mulgrew has voiced the entire 8 hours and 20 minutes of this audio book.
Wow.
And the first 30 minutes are available for free on audiobooks.com. I checked it out. So if you can't get enough, or if you want to learn more and have a deeper appreciation for her character and how she became a Starfleet cadet, and then finally a captain and an admiral, they fill in some gaps about her story, especially her childhood. So that is available, and I'm just wondering, is there going to be a separate audiobook for Queen Arachnia of the Spider People?
Oh, Jesus.
That's from the Captain Proton holodrama.
Mm-hmm.
For you folks who may have forgotten.
Why you do that? Anyway, I do like Kate Mulgrew. I mean, voicing it, it's appropriate. I like the idea of hearing the captain going through her memoirs.
Yeah.
It's like listening to the captain's log.
Exactly. Now I'm intrigued. It's like, okay, now I kind of want to hear this now.
Yeah.
Sit down. Let me tell you about my adventures.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea, and it's a good primer actually for Star Trek Prodigy that she's going to be a part of, the Nickelodeon cartoon where she's going to be, the captain.
And kids finding a random Starfleet vessel. Boy, kids can get into some stuff in anime and animation. Just, hey, Mom, can I go and with this small yellow rat and travel across the country, having back alley fights with other people with monsters in a bucket? Or, hey, Dad, can I ride this big mechanical creature into battle with no protection whatsoever? God, Zoids is a bad idea.
I mean, the new Zoids was a bad idea with having them right on the outside. At least in New Century and the first one, they were inside.
How do you
There was
know
some
from a show
protection.
they had cockpits and things of like seat belts? Dude, I'm 5 years old. I'm just gonna hang on for dear life. While these creatures fight. That's the dumbest idea. Okay, I'm just gonna move on now. I could rip on that show all hour. Trust me, folks.
The animation was good though.
Yeah. Do any of
I'm sorry.
there was a question from the chat. I am too, because this is the first time I've heard about this. Do any of the other noted characters have something like this? Huh.
Yes, we do.
Really?
To answer that question,
Oh.
there was a book produced for Captain James T. Kirk and one for Captain Picard about their adventures in their life.
Ooh.
Now, the only bad news is there's no audiobook to go with it. The actors, Shatner and Sir Patrick, have not voiced, done their voice work on those projects, but they are available to read.
I like the concept of them reading it out, though. But
I will say right now, I don't really have an affiliation with Star Trek, like any kind of fandom with it. But if you tell me that there's a Picard star log or captain's log, basically, and Sir Patrick is going to read it, I will listen to that. That will be my bedtime story every night.
can I just say I appreciate the two of you putting the respect on Sir Patrick Stewart's name with the Sir in front of it. Can I just say I respect y'all for put that on his name, okay? Show him his respect.
He does. So now I'm just waiting for Harrison Ford to do a Han Solo book about his.
When's the release of this book, by the way? You said you've listened to the first. Is it out?
Yes, it is out. You can check it out. It's on audiobooks.com right now, the first 30 minutes. And if you do want to purchase, it's only $20 for the other 750 minutes.
$20? Yeah, I'll listen to that in my car. Okay.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Is it also available on Audible?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
I'm looking at my phone right now. Like, I'll give it a second. All right, Rick, what you got for us this week?
Well, I'm gonna kind of continue with the theme of awesome, powerful women. The Golden Globes, for the first time in its 70-year history, have nominated 3 women for Best Director. This is huge because back in 2018, Natalie Portman quit while on stage to present the Best Director that year. She said, "Here are the all-male nominees." And I just remember going, damn! So yeah, for the first time, they're going to have 3 women competing along with 2 other men. The 3 women that are nominated are Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman, and Regina King with her directorial debut with One Night in Miami, which is now available to watch on Amazon. I watched that movie. It is amazing. But yeah, this is huge. Then the other 2 people that are also nominated are David Fincher for Mank and Aaron Sorkin for The Trial of the Chicago 7. So we have those are the 5 nominees, but for the first time in its 70-year history, we have 3 women nominated all at once. Prior to this, we only had 5 female directors nominated.
Wow.
That was Barbara Streisand in '84 for Yentl, and in '91 for The Prince of Tides, Jane Campion in '94 for The Piano, Sofia Coppola in '04 for Lost in Translation, and Catherine Bigelow for The Hurt Locker, and Zero Dark 30 in 2013, and then Ava DuVernay in 2015 for Selma. So yeah, this is huge. The only one that's won was Streisand for Best Director, but that could change obviously on the 28th of February. And for those that are wondering, Nomadland, it's a sweeping Western starring Frances McDormand, and that makes her the first woman of Asian descent to be nominated for Best Director. And then the One Night in Miami is a fictionalized meeting of Sam Cooke, Malcolm X, Jim Brown, and Muhammad Ali. At the time, he was still known as Cassius Clay, but we all know who Muhammad Ali is, of course. So yeah, I'm very happy about this. There's still a long way to go, though. In 2020, of the 100 highest gross films, 60% of them were female directors, which is better from 2019, which only 12% were women directors, and a lot better from 2018, which only 4% were women directors. So it's a good trend, but there's still a lot of work to do.
I gotta say, out of all those names, though, while I'm happy for Chloe and I'm happy for Emma, Regina King deserves all the accolades. Because I'm sorry, look at her filmography. Look at everything she has done. You tell me she doesn't deserve like a greatest of all time. She has always been here. She came up in this business as a kid, and just, I mean, the list of films that she's done, television, and now her directing list is getting just about as long. Not to mention voice acting. It's just,
She's a legend.
She is, I mean, and she recently departed, Cicely Tyson. But I would put Regina King on that same level that Cicely Tyson was at one point, and still has a lot more to do. So for her to finally get this, kudos. She's been directing since 2013. Good stuff too. Scandal, Pitch. She did it. Just This Is Us. I'm very happy that that's happened. Out of all the names I saw, not because she's a woman of color, but just happy because I've seen her. She's been in TV and movies since I was a kid. So yeah, I'm happy for her.
And if you want to watch, I don't know where Nomadland or the other film, I just closed my link on it. I'm sorry. But I don't know where to catch those, but I know you can catch One Night in Miami on Amazon Prime if you're a Prime member. I highly recommend watching it. All of the actors do an amazing job. They really represent their characters. Well, I mean, it's Sam Cooke, it's Jim Brown, it's Muhammad Ali, it's Malcolm X. They look just like their counterparts, and it's a great movie. I highly recommend watching it. I mean, Leslie Odom Jr. sings as Sam Cooke, and it gives me chills. Like, I listened to that soundtrack just to listen to him sing. So, so catch it. Golden Globes are February 28th. They've announced a whole bunch of nominees, but I didn't look too much into it. I was just very excited that we got these 3 women nominated. So congratulations, ladies.
I'm pulling for Regina King.
I hope one of y'all get it, especially Regina King. Not that I'm pulling for anybody specifically, but I want one of these 3 women to win it. So
awesome news there. Anyway, Corey, you got to follow that. You got to follow the history-making announcement. I'm sorry.
Well, I will still at least keep in the theme of movies. And you know what? If we're going to go with impressive stuff, we're going to go with Gintama. So Gintama, the final movie, has sold roughly 1 million tickets.
Oh, wow.
In its run since January 8th.
Dang.
Which is super impressive, but it gets better, or it gets more impressive. It's grossed over $12 million US. And just this past weekend has made almost 1 million of that. There's lots of millions being thrown around if you haven't noticed.
Oh my, it broke top 10 highest grossing films of 2021 already.
Yeah, it knocked Demon Slayer, the Demon Slayer movie, off. It offed it, which is impressive because it stayed at the top. That one stayed at the top for 12 weeks, or I think it was 12 weekends, and then it just went and kicked it.
Not anime, film, period.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to say this forever because I think Gintama is probably one of the best anime out there, especially if you like comedy. Please go watch it. This is a good proof of why. It's one that no one talks about, or at least not many people talk about, but is surprisingly one of the best that I've ever seen. The movie in question, Gintama the Final, is following the ending for the manga. So the ending that we had for the manga, that's kind of the story that it's following. As well as some new elements, because with the anime and manga, they have different jokes and different things happening in each, because it's a new medium for them to play with. But yeah, it's not much of a story, but still, 1 million tickets sold since January.
That's
And still
impressive.
got wait. Are you sure that it's just? Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at 1.7 billion yen. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah. I'm using American
That
dollars.
number's a bit different in USD.
Yeah. I should have prefaced that. I'm using USD.
Am I stupid for thinking for a split second that this movie made $1.7 billion?
No. Because this is an instance where Gintama is obviously more popular in Japan than it is here. Because I will admit there are some jokes that are very culture based. And it plays on that very well. And it's just super popular. And apparently it's more popular than Demon Slayer.
I know we're early into 2021, but this is
Like-
definitely going to put it in at least the top 100 for the year. If it's already breaking 10,
absolutely.
it'll be in the top 100 for the year.
Oh,
'Cause
absolutely.
I always like to look at like whatever the top movies were for the entire year, and yeah, this will be in that conversation.
Oh, yeah. They have 2 more staged showings. So the stage showings will have the voice actors present for those showings. One is, both of them are going to be on February 13th, so next week, at Shinjuku Walled 9 Theater in Tokyo. So that's where they'll have those final 2 showings. I don't know if the movie's run is over at that point, but yeah, I mean, they could, if they wanted to. They could just like, yeah, we got our money, we're done. But dang.
Tell me again how animation don't make money? Tell me.
Yeah,
Tell me.
exactly.
What? Exactly. Shut the hell up. Just shut the... Anyway.
So eventually, maybe one day, they'll release it over here in America and we can get to see it. But remember, these are only numbers from Japan, from what I understand. So this is only one country's worth of
So basically, I need to show you how to watch it. So, okay, then. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
We ain't going to say anything where people on the internet can hear. Shut your mouth.
Almighty Google is always listening.
Damn Google. Anyway. But that's a lot of money. And yeah, it does need a U.S. release. So, yeah. But as long as we're talking about things from Japan, I got a good lead in for the story, because since we're not going to get it over here anytime soon, you're going to have to travel to Japan. And while you're there, why don't you go visit the Studio Ghibli theme park?
Hey.
I would go to this thing here. So, okay. Currently, and also they made an announcement recently about the Studio Ghibli park. And I hate to disappoint everyone, but the Howl's Moving Castle will not be to scale. Apologies, everyone. It will not be as big as what we saw. It is only going to be about 3 to 4 stories tall, and it will not move.
Okay, but I have an important question.
What?
Is Howl in the castle?
Probably. So we have gotten some other images. Like, this is the kind of the artist's interpretation of what's being built. It's going to be, this part isn't open. It's set to open in 2022. But yeah, like I said, no moving. It's only going to be about 4 to 5 stories tall, as I meant to say. This is going to be part of the park's Witches Valley area, and they'll be comprised of 5 areas in the park. Construction has already started in the Princess Mononoke Village, a Dondoko Forest from Totoro, a Springtime of Life area, which will feature elements from The Cat Returns and Whispers of the Heart, while Witch Valley will also contain my personal favorite, Kiki's Delivery Service.
Hey.
So this is scheduled to open in 2022. Hopefully we'll be past the pandemic because I plan on traveling as soon as possible. The Witch Valley and Princess Mononoke areas won't open until another year after that. This is going to be this park is going to be 460 acres.
Wow.
So yeah, look at that. I want that, and while we're at it, watch Earwig and the Witch tomorrow. So anyway, Cora, is a Studio Ghibli park just something that does that interest you at all? Would you go to something so absurd? Just
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Absolutely yes. 100% yes. Especially if they're going to be paying love to the cat returns. That's one of my favorites.
I like that Mapleberry's like, oh, well, about the only 4 to 5 story tall house counts. I guess that's okay. What?
Look.
First of all, you're going to have to stop me from trying to live in the thing, okay? All right?
As long as we've got Howl in there, then, it's fine. I'll live in there.
Right now,
Can't move me out.
They need to think about how they're going to keep me from going in there and just changing the locks.
I will kick you out.
Look, you can have a room. It's replaying old sound, huh? Oh, is something...
I have a question. Is the basement for rent? I don't think I can afford a real room. Can I just...
First of all, nobody's going to live in my moving castle except for me. All right.
Excuse me, is your name Howl?
Yeah, it's my middle name.
He was a Howl commando.
No, what? No, it wasn't. Anyway, but that's my middle name, Jason Howell, the X. Junior, my father. Anyway,
That
seems sus.
I want to live there.
Y'all know the food there is going to be incredible.
Oh man. Oh,
the food's going to look just as good as it does in the animation.
Wait, did they say anything about having a Spirited Away area?
No, they didn't say that. It's probably something that's going to be added in the future, but
Because I want to throw this out there for a Spirited Away area, a night market filled with street food.
If they did that, like I said, I'm glad there's 460 acres so I can walk off everything I'm going to be eating.
Not just street food, but have stalls that you can sit at, like ramen shops and stuff. Like they do in the movie when the humans turn into animals. They could have that as the section because I don't see them having a bathhouse kind of area just because.
Nah, some things.
It just doesn't feel
normalized in Japan, so.
Yeah. Oh no, I know it's normalized and everything. It's just I feel like the night market food stall area kind of thing would fit with a theme park better than a bathhouse, unless the hotel, if it has a hotel like Disney does, the hotel is Spirited Away themed.
Oh, I like somebody in the chat. If they have breakfast in Howl's Moving Castle, I'll forever live there. And why are these people still talking about living in my future house?
Look. You don't get to live there. Well, I will fight you.
I claim it. Anyway, we'll talk. We can talk about this later. We ain't talking about
Can't
it.
Can't I live in the dungeon or the basement or something?
See, no. He thought I was going to compromise. No one's living in my castle. No one. I'm greedy like that. Anyway, moving on from people who live in my new house. Bryce, give us a story, bud.
Okay. I've got no transition from the Ghibli castle to this. Sorry. Okay, so I spoke earlier about a memoir. Well, not to be outdone, Brent Spiner is making his own noir. Let's get that right. Noir. He's got a fan fiction book inspired by true events. It's the Brent Spiner story. It's his fictional autobiography set in 1991. Brent, by the way, who turned 72 2 days ago. He's from Houston, Texas, by the way.
Jeez, really?
Hey.
Yeah. I'm loving his work in Picard. I hope he comes back for season 2. His book is due out on October 5th. You can pre-order it right now on Amazon. It is a thriller, dark comedy. He says, in his words, it's partially a memoir, but none of it's real, really, even though a lot of things actually happen. So you may be asking yourself, since it's set in 1991, when Next Generation was on the air and very popular, will this book feature Patrick Stewart or LeVar Burton? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
There will be heightened versions of those actual people. But the interesting thing is that they will be in there. Apparently, the plot goes in a nutshell like this. He receives a mysterious package and a series of terrifying and disturbing letters that takes him on a bizarre journey that has his life and career hanging in the balance. My question is, will there be references to the holodeck, and will Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson appear? Because those were some of the best things that happened on Next Generation when Data and LaForge were Watson and Holmes. Elementary, Dear Data.
Yeah, I love the holodeck episodes where they would go in there and have like an adventure inside of a starship. It was always just awesome. But Data, he had these childlike pretend sessions where he was just, but adults would participate in them. But then again, if you got a holodeck, you write the story.
Yeah, that's how they came across Moriarty, and he was a fantastic antagonist in that series. And they can include Patrick Stewart as Dixon Hill if they want to in this story as well. He was a private eye in the holodeck adventures.
And I'm glad to see LeVar Burton coming back, because that is my middle name. Not Hal. I can't continue to tell that lie. But the house is still mine. Anyway. So, books up for pre-order, and it's coming out.
One more comment about Brent. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
His short film Brentwood, if you haven't seen it, it's really funny. It's him singing, which he does really well, but it's not just singing, it's him acting, and he's not doing well in life in the film, but Brent's fine. He's healthy and everything. But in the film, he's hilarious, and the song he sings is very funny. So if you've never seen his web series called Fresh Hell or his short film called Brentwood, they're very entertaining.
What platforms are they
on? You should be able to find them on YouTube or on his Twitter. Yes.
Oh,
awesome. Which reminds me to go follow Brent Spiner on Twitter, because
he's funny.
Brent Spiner. Go follow him. All right, Rick, you're up. What you got for us?
So we all know what happened with Wall Street and GameStop and Reddit and all that stuff, right? We're still kind of following that a little bit.
Stonks.
Well, there's now 2 movies in the works. That's right. There is going to be a GameStop, Reddit, Wall Street movie that's going to be made. We have 2 companies going after this, MGM and Netflix, because of course, both have plans to make one. Here's the thing, though. Here's what I love about this. MGM's version of the movie is set to be based as a book that hasn't yet been written. The author of that book is going to be Ben Mesrich, who also wrote The Accidental Billionaires, which was the basis for David Fincher's 2010 movie The Social Network, which was about Facebook. Mesrich was apparently inspired by Fincher's title, and he's calling his book The Antisocial Network. Woohoo! So, and then Netflix is trying to get Mark Boal, who was a screenwriter and producer of The Hurt Locker in Detroit, to write its adaptation, which we could possibly see Catherine Bigelow direct this, since she was on the director of The Hurt Locker, and I think she had to do something with Detroit. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't look too much into it. And they also want to have Noah Centineo, who was from To All the Boys I've Loved Before, to play a major role, which is kind of weird because it's like, who would he play? This story is not done. This is still unfolding.
Yeah.
So yeah, but of course, in the world of Hollywood where we have endless reboots and remakes, this is an original story, and they're just trying to get ahead of the curve, I guess. So yeah, thoughts on the Wall Street bets?
Who's gonna play me? Because
I'll play you.
I'm proud to say I helped contribute to some of this. Well, I'm gonna take the one for the show. Some of this fuckery. I got out. My wife was like, we're out of this. It was fun while it lasted. We're out. I was like, but screwing over rich people is my crack.
It stonks.
Stonks. So yeah, so there's no release date, of course, because who knows when this thing is gonna end. And it, I don't know. I mean, I could see this more as a documentary, kind of like Fire Festival, like the Fire Festival documentaries.
Honestly, I could see this more, considering the trend of things, I could consider this a weekly web series, because apparently people are not done. Apparently other people have figured out that screwing over hedge fund investors is, well, it's kind of fun.
It's become a game. So yeah,
that will never stop.
It could kind of be like The Big Short, which dealt with the financial situation that happened in 2008. So who knows? But I'm like, guys, this is literally a week and a half old, and there's already 2 movies in the works.
Man, they
one
made a
that's
movie
based
about
on
the
a
formation
book.
of Facebook. Okay, don't do anything.
And one of them is based on a book that's not even written yet.
Yeah,
like the hell.
They're trying to cash in. Everybody wants the next original idea, and trust me, this idea is not over yet, because the poor man has figured out how to screw over the rich man, and well, have some fun doing it too. And well, make some money and screw them over. They've been screwing us over for years. I'm sorry. This is fun. I want back in.
Yeah, there you are. We're having a Wall Street Bets movie happening. So
Yeah,
2 of them apparently.
If you don't understand what's going on, watch a movie called Trading Places. And everything will make sense. So anyway, we'll see where the Stonks story is in a couple of weeks. Cora, we got to get some stories out. What you got?
All right. So I'm going to skip my movie one for now because I really want to talk about this one because, of course, it's 14 related. And that is that we had a patch update on Tuesday, patch 5.45, which included an update for the Bosnian Southern Front and relics as its main focus. So we got a story update for the Southern Front, which included a new 24-man raid, which you will need to complete if you would like to continue upgrading your relic weapons. Which, yes, and I've already gone through that content.
Nice.
It didn't take too long. It was really fun, honestly. With the new relics, it's not going to build off of your current relic that you have, I don't think. I haven't finished that part of it yet. I think they give you a new relic. I could be wrong on that. I might be wrong. But that's what it seems like, which I'm okay with. Either way, I get a bow that looks like a cello on my back, so I don't really care. I'll do what I need to for that. But that wasn't the only update we got. We also got a Blue Mage update. Previously, the Blue Mage level cap was at 50. You could not level Blue Mage past that because it's a special job. So it doesn't gets to go to 80 like everybody else does. But they've updated it so that Blue Mage can now get to 70, which means that Blue Mages can now go into the Southern Front And with that, they have the ability to learn new spells in the Southern Front, including Meteor from the Red Chocobo. So they too can lay siege to monsters like the Red Chocobo lays siege to literally everyone that goes into the front. It's kind of great. There's also some gear update for it and story update for Blue Mages as well. I am not versed in that content because I don't play Blue Mage as often as I should. I think I'm still level 15.
Tell me how tell me how girls aren't gamers, by the way. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Follow that shit.
There's also, I believe, a new Savage that came from it as well. I don't have all of that information because I didn't get that far. I don't want, if it's the fight I think it is, I don't want to do that on Savage mode. I didn't want to do it on regular mode. I'm bad at chess, okay? That's all I got.
I know how to flip the board when you lose.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work in this.
I've mastered the move.
You know what? If you can flip the board with giant bombs on it,
I'll find something to flip. Anyway.
I once tied the smartest kid in school in a game of chess. Enjoy
enjoy your weekend, Cora. I guess you're not really concerned about the Super Bowl. You know, you'll be doing other things.
In order to get the relics, or the new part of the relics, again, it is not tied to the Southern Front completely. You can do that if you want. For those of us who don't, me, because drop rates are fun. You can also, for the first part, run the Crystal Tower 15 times. Any part of it, 15 times. Then turn that in, and then you have the option to do either the Void Arc raids 15 times and the Evilise raids 15 times, or do the fates in those respective areas 15 times. I think it's 15. I might be wrong. Again, I haven't looked that far into it. But it becomes a grind of repetition, basically.
Does this go live tomorrow or something? Or
oh no, this went live Tuesday. It's already live. There are people that already have their fully upgraded relics for the new content.
I meant last Friday, but anyway, sorry.
Oh no, it went live Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, patch day.
Yep. And so we might get more information on what's in store for relics as well tomorrow. But if y'all want to know that, you'll have to tune into Eorzea Photography on Twitch.
Where can they find those screenshots, by the way? No, just kidding.
Oh, that's at the end of the show. Anyways, yeah.
I'm just saying, the Final Fantasy expert over here. Oh, shut. Anyway. All right, I got a quick bit of news, and one of those just a thank you from a nerd out to the internet, because I have said before on this show, you know what I like? I like toys, and I like Legos. Now, I came to y'all hat in hand a few weeks ago for a certain set to happen, but I'm going to go past that because we are getting a Sonic-themed Lego set. This was on Lego Ideas in 2019. I had forgotten about it. I had totally forgotten about this set was actually going to be a thing. Well, we're going to get this one. This is the next Lego Ideas set. It is set for, they are getting an official release. Let me get the date. Coming out this spring. So look for your Lego stores. This is a quick one. I'm just happy I got a Sonic the Hedgehog set. As you can see, he's got... The only thing I'm mad about, I'm going to be mad. Where's Tails? There's no Tails in this set. That's almost a deal breaker, but it will be getting an official release. This is also not the final picture of what's in the set. So there's still possibly going to be a Tails. That is what they put up for the Lego Ideas. But yeah, a Sonic the Lego set. I love all things Lego, and I still want that Nintendo system thing, but it's just a little bit too expensive. But yeah, so not the final product over here, but there is a Sonic Lego set coming. If you're a Sonic fan, and I am, and we got Sonic 2 coming out soon, so, you know, get on it. And this is just a Jason is happy post about Legos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, internets.
Internets.
Bryce, go ahead. You got the next one, bud.
Okay. When somebody that you love runs faster than they've ever imagined, and they have their first encounter with the Speed Force. What happens? Well, we're going to find out. Go ahead, Cora.
Oh, I was just mumbling. We get the new 52.
Oh,
Let's
damn.
hope not. Let's hope not.
Let's keep the gloves up this show. Come on.
So what happens on April 27th on digital and on May 11th in home media 4K Blu-ray, you're going to get Barry Allen going back in time to meet FDR, Steve Trevor, and the Justice Society of America in Justice Society World War II, which I am pumped for, because you're going to get Barry Allen with Jay Garrick, the Golden Age Flash. We're going to have Golden Age Wonder Woman up against the Nazis again, but that's okay because I love Wonder Woman. And we're going to have Black Canary, Hawkman, yes, Hawkman, Dr. Fate, yes, Hourman. I'm excited for this. What I'm not excited for is there's no Wildcat, and instead we get Aquaman. What happened?
Because Aquaman's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go with that.
First
We'll
off,
go with
I'm going to go with the chat on this one. Stop, Barry. Stop. Stop it. Somebody put a leash on Barry. Somebody put a leash on him. Because here he is mucking about the time stream again.
How dare you deprive my speedsters of having a little bit of fun and committing acts of heroism?
Look, I'm going to admit, if you gave me powers like Barry Allen, I'd be doing the same thing. But I'm also not a responsible adult, okay?
Neither is Barry Allen.
Barry Allen should be a responsible adult. I will admit, I am not the person to give these powers. But here he is. Barry. Stop doing things, Barry. But okay, I'm sure it was just an accident again. Whoops. I ran back to the past again. Maybe you need to stop running to the past, Barry. Just...
maybe he was running late for something. He had to get there.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Oh, Barry is, the last few years, DC has made Barry one of the most irresponsible heroes out there. He rewrote a universe, okay? Yes, I'm bouncing off of Cora's new 52 statement, all right?
Poor Diggle.
Oh, man. Okay, I do like this movie. I don't like Hawkman because he got all the powers of a hawk and a man. But, I'm just...
Come on, man. Give Carter some credit. He's all right.
You know what I will like? I know this is kind of weird. Depending on which canon you go with, Alfred Pennyworth fought for the British during World War II. I would love to see Barry Allen run into Alfred Pennyworth with a gun.
He is getting his own series. He's getting the Pennyworth series, so...
Yeah, but I mean, in this cartoon, I want to see Alfred with a gun
shooting off a Nazi's head. Bryce didn't like that. He's like, it's the equivalent of having a Krypton series. Like, hey, kids, do you like Superman? Yeah. Do you want to know more about Krypton? Well, sure. Well, how about his grandfather? Yeah, sure, whatever. I love in the chat, Barry just been playing God by accident. He does. Unimaginable power, and he's accidentally running back, to World War II to mess up the time stream, which admittedly, yes, I would just screw up everything. I'd blink myself out of existence or something. I know I would. Going back, giving Hitler a wedgie, yeah, I'd do it. I would do it. Oh, anyway, I am excited for this movie. I did see the clip of it. It looks good. The voice cast seems good. This is the relaunch of DC's animated properties, which they felt the need to do again. But hey, they've done it in their comics.
Hey, I love it when the spotlight is on other characters besides the Trinity. So any chance we get to see a DC animated film without Batman or without Superman, I'm a happy guy because they need to spread the love.
True that. I'll give you that one. All right, we're going to run through these next stories. Rick, go ahead. You got the last story on your side. And then Cora, you got the last one of the ship.
So I'm going to blow your mind right now and tell you that Lord of the Rings turns 20 years old this year. It's been 20 years since the Lord of the Rings came out in theaters with the Fellowship of the Ring. And guess what? Starting tomorrow, you can go and watch Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, in IMAX 4K. Yes, Peter Jackson has remastered and released the Lord of the Rings trilogy in 4K. They came out last year in 4K for you to be able to buy and take home with you. But now you can go to IMAX and watch the epicness that is the Lord of the Rings trilogy in the big ass screen. Tomorrow tickets are already on sale. Of course, pandemic's still going on. So if you decide to go, take every single precaution you can take. Bathe yourself in hand sanitizer, triple up in masks, whatever, to stay safe. So if you decide to go watch these movies in the 4K mastery in IMAX, that's up to you. But you can catch Fellowship of the Ring starting tomorrow, and then the other two films will follow up on February 12th. But yes, we are getting Lord of the Rings back in theaters. I did see them in a marathon a couple years ago. That was pretty cool. It was like a 11-hour day. And yeah, but Lord of the Rings, it's 20 years, but they still the effects of these movies still hold up so well. It's amazing.
I remember the craze that every time these movies were released and how people flocked out. Could they not release this during a pandemic? Just saying. I remember
Or
how
have
people
them
went out
or have him for limited time streaming.
just I know the craze and people that said, I'm going to go watch all three of these movies in one damn day at the theater. They went. Boy, if you build it, they will come. Could you just not right now? I'm totally against this one. I'll wait till it comes out. And I love the Lord of the Rings movies. I do.
I mean, you could go buy them now in 4K and just watch it at home in your own 4K TV.
The only way
if you have one.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll wait. I'd love to see it in IMAX, but maybe later. Anyway,
maybe for the 25th anniversary. Go ahead.
He was saying that they're already on DVD to buy DVD and 4K Blu-ray.
Yes, but I mean, and yes, I'll admit I miss the movie experience. I do, but can't go. So anyway, go watch it.
No word if it's going to be the extended edition or not. Though I'm going to assume that it will be the extended edition since that's what the Blu-ray box set was, and I'm assuming that's what the 4K version was. So expect an extra 45 minutes of seat time just to watch Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King.
All right.
Just wear your beekeeper suit. You'll be all right.
All right, Cora, it is on you. Bring it home.
All right. And again, I'm going to end this story on one that only I care about. And I don't care. Okay, well, this is regarding Prince of Tennis.
There's always like 5 people in the chat that are always like, ooh, I know that thing that Cora's talking about.
Well, if you love Prince of Tennis, there is going to be a Prince of Tennis 3D CGI movie coming out on September 9th.
Maple Berry's excited.
Thank you, Maple. Thank you for always being like the other person excited.
Being a Cora stan.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I need that. But the story for this movie will take place between the 3-month gap between the original ending of the Prince of Tennis manga and the beginning of the new Prince of Tennis anime that was produced by Konami. So this is going to be like that in-between space between them. Yeah. And Takeshi Konomi, who is the original manga creator and writer, will be supervising this whole ordeal as well. So, I'm excited, as you can tell.
You are.
Of course I am. It's Prince of Tennis.
You've done cosplay from Prince. You did No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, you did.
I did 2 different costumes for Prince of Tennis.
That poster looks pretty good though. I like the CGI. You know, especially like you just saw the new Lupin movie in glorious CGI. So
this is, if you liked the CGI that was in the Lupin the Third, the first, you will enjoy the Prince of Tennis movie because it's the same level of CGI. The title, because I am the fuel, is Ryoma Rebirth movie, The Prince of Tennis. So there you go. There is a trailer available. It's only a few seconds. It's like 20 seconds long. So I didn't see a need to grab it for our show tonight. Also because I couldn't find it on YouTube in a good quality. Like at all. Like the only good quality one I could find was on a website. The website actually. So we couldn't really do
that for you. But next time. Let me know next time. Anyway.
Yeah. Either way, I would look it up so you can get an idea for it, especially if you're excited. And also, as a final bit of news, from the original anime, there's a lot of returning cast to reprise roles. I just have a very important question because I didn't see him in the trailer. Where's my baby? Where are my babies? I saw one of my babies. Where's the rest of the Seigaku team? I saw one. Where's the rest of them?
This is why Cora would never become a mother, because she'd be saying, "Where's my babies?" and people be freaking out. Anyway. Anyway, Prince of Tennis movie the poster looks good. I have to look up the trailer though, just to check it out. But anyway, guys, that is the show. But we are going to do a little bit of shout out to some local businesses in the area because they need our help more than ever now. Shout out to the guys over at Dallas Vintage Toys. I visited them with actually Nate and I were filming alternate heads, and just the footage that we had taken was taking a while to download. So we were like, well, let's go to Dallas Vintage Toys, and we walked away with Mezco figures. Damn you, Mezco! But I don't need to say that too loud on the internet. My wife's birthday is coming up, and she'll be like, "Oh, you got Mezco money? Where's my?" But I got the Harley Quinn. It's pretty nice. So shout out to those guys over there. Always a great store, and yeah, that's my shout out for this week. Rick, you got somebody?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna shout out a friend of mine and his Twitch channel. My friend, I'm gonna go by his Twitch name, Deacon Logic. He has raised a lot of money throughout the years for what's the kids we do it also. What's
Extra Life?
Huh? Extra Life, yes. He's raised a lot of money for Extra Life over the last couple of years. He's been doing a lot of streaming, just trying to keep people entertained. You can find him under twitch.com. Hold up. There we go. twitch.tv/DEAKONLOGIC. Deacon Logic, you can find him on Twitch. Give him a follow, watch his channel. Real good dude. I can't say enough good enough things about him. So he's just go watch his channel, give him a follow, and
a couple of bucks.
Enjoy. Yeah.
Core, anybody?
He's put his hair on the lawn before. Like if he reached a goal, he will shave his beard a certain way. He will shave his head a certain way. So there's incentives if he reaches his goals. So go donate.
Core, anybody?
I've been shouting them out the whole show, but I'll do it again. They're not local. I mean, technically local because I'm on it. But Aorizia Photography has a Twitch channel where we do G-Pose streaming and other types of things. The purpose of them is to help people that, don't understand the G-Pose program that is in 14 as well, and to show that anyone can take good pictures and you don't need mods or filters to do it is the goal of it. It's always a lot of fun. We also do some story streaming. We've streamed doing some other grindy content like Eureka. We did Extra Life as well. It's a very wholesome place. So if you like wholesome communities and want to hear nerds talk about things in 14, this is where you should go. Twitch.tv/Aorizia Photography.
Bryce, anybody this week?
Yeah, I saw a band called the Octopus Project perform at the Granada Theater many years ago, and I've been a fan ever since. They have many albums. They're from Austin, Texas. This is their album called Memory Mirror, which is one of their newest, but actually their latest. And they have Fever Forms. They have Hexadecagon. You can look at their videos and their merch for sale on theoctopusproject.com. If you've ever heard the theremin, it's a wicked musical instrument that a lot of bands don't use. These guys do experimental music. They don't always use vocals in their music. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They just recently released their seminal album, their amazing Hello Avalanche album. It's the reissue of their album from 11 years ago, featuring the songs Truck and I Saw the Bright Shinies are two of my favorite tracks. And this is a deluxe double album, I should say. These guys are well worth listening to. I highly recommend the Octopus Project. You can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They are at the Octopus Project. So if you want to check out a local band and support them, I highly recommend them. They are awesome.
Well, those are the best ones to support.
I'm sorry?
I said those are the best ones to support.
Oh, absolutely. I fell in
boys.
love with them years ago with the Hexadecagon album, and I can't recommend them enough. I can show you more. But you need
I
to,
love the support,
Okay,
man. I
then.
love the support. Yes.
you need to check them out. The
I
Octopus
have to go
Project.
check them out.
Yeah. And if you've ever seen the movie Forbidden Planet, they use the theremin a lot in the soundtrack. So Yvonne plays the theremin in this band, and it's really awesome. You guys need to check it out. They're on YouTube, and of course you can check them out on their website.
All right, well, cool. Got some shout outs this week. We gave you all the news. It's time for us to go. So thank you guys for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation. Like this video, please. It helps us out a lot. Subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to follow us at SCNS Live on Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook.com/SCNS Live. If you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX. Rick?
You can find me on Instagram under NerdyRick89. That is spelled NERDYRIC 89. Doing a 365-day challenge. Today was day 35, and I posted a picture of the cocktail I was drinking earlier during the show. And just keep following me. Who knows what I'll post? I never know what I post until the day of. It's always a surprise, so check that out.
Cora?
You can follow me for art-related things and Suikoden-related things at Corodono Art on Twitter and Instagram. Please follow me there and talk to me about Suikoden. I am very lonely. Or you can follow me on Twitter at chaotic_noodle for anything 14 related, especially screenshots. But do know that there are spoilers for the current content before you follow.
Spoilers.
Bryce?
You can follow me at Bryce Culver on Facebook and Instagram, and I have a toy page on Instagram called Trapdoor Toys. Check it out.
Oh, and also show some love to the new sister channel, Alternate Heads. We did name it youtube.com/alternate heads. We can get a lot of growth over there. Help us grow the SCNS network. So anyway, guys, that's the show. We enjoyed your time here. Thank you guys in the chat, especially. You make this show all the much better. We will see you next week. As we always say around here, keep on nerding.
Keep on nerding.
Catch y'all next week.